Good evening, everyone. My name is Sarah Nanas, and I am going to be introducing the project that I have chosen to discuss. The title is GED Education Navigation Initiative. That is a mouthful, um, but I will go ahead and dive right in and explain my project. So, in the introduction, my name is Sarah Nanas, once again, and I am the project manager. And the mentor that I chose is a very dear friend and sister in Christ. Her name is Maria Abrego. So for the agenda in the PowerPoint, we are going to start with an introduction. So just kind of explaining the project, the rationale for the project, why I chose it. The primary goals is to grow the numbers of adults who need a GED. So that is lacking, and there's a very big population just within the Milwaukee area alone of adults who do not have a high school diploma or GED. In areas of growth, just basically talking about how we grow in numbers and how we get adults with their GED high school diploma equivalent, um, in turn placing them in better jobs and careers and possibly moving on to even higher education. The timeline for this project is 6 months to complete. And just as a little caveat, this project will kind of be an ongoing um, initiative. We want to continue to grow the numbers of adults having their education, and also the nice thing about the GED program is normally you can enroll any time of the year. So it kind of is a little different than enrolling maybe in college courses that only start at certain points. But we can continue the growth and continue enrolling people to take the tests and to, excuse me, and to graduate with their credentials. And the summary, we are just going to be talking about future goals, how we keep this up, how we continue to motivate, and how we um, keep our numbers growing in the right direction. So the project outline, so again, the rationale for this project in the background, just doing some research, and according to the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction, they're saying that each year nearly 7,000 Wisconsin students, so this is Wisconsin as a whole, not just Milwaukee, drop out of high school without earning their high school diploma. So having this statistic, adults have a greater chance of not being employed, landing in incarceration of some sort, or depending solely on government assistance to help them because they can't attain those jobs that pay more money. So, how do we get these students? That is the $1 million question. We've decided to create incentives for participants. We'll do our best to eliminate the barriers. So, anything from transportation to childcare to um, if they're saying they don't have clothes to wear, they feel embarrassed of the way that they look and they don't want to go into class or go and take these tests. Um, we're going to try to eliminate those barriers with the grant money that we're receiving. And we're going to make these tools, whether it be, um, being online, um, to, take a test that they need to be, or excuse me, that needs to be taken, give any virtual options that we're able to kind of help ease the burden of, having another thing added to their plate within, um, our busy lives as adults. And almost every one of our participants are parents, so that adds another kind of barrier that makes it difficult for them to want to go back to school and want to obtain their GED or high school diploma equivalent. So we're going to try to make tools very user friendly for the ease of sign up, tests, whatever it may be that they need to complete their education. So, introducing my mentor, my beautiful mentor. Her name is Maria Brego. We've been sisters in Christ for more than 10 years. We've been serving alongside each other in the same ministry. Um, she actually, not only is she an amazing woman of God, she has worked in education at MATC for 30 plus years. So her official title now is actually she works in student services. Um, excuse me, she is the Center Director of Student Services, and she has currently been in this position for 4 years. Her last position at MATC, she was school certifying official for military education benefits. And then previous to that, she worked in like the enrollment office, things like that. So she's seen a lot of different points within the college life, and she's, I'm sure, been a mentor for many other people throughout the years, and just connecting with the students and kind of helping them out. Maria also helped me to get back to school 5 years ago. She was very motivating. They held classes at church for anyone who wanted to get more information about continuing her education. And she literally worked with me from start all the way up until now. Um, just as far as filling out financial aid information, knowing what classes to take, where to start, things like that. So she's been a huge, huge asset in my life and throughout school. And so this beautiful face I have to thank for getting me back there and help motivating me throughout this whole time. Um, and again, she's always loving and encouraging in all areas of my life. She speaks to me about motherhood, about marriage, just about balancing all of these things, and she's just always there for me. She always has a word of life and positivity, and just the you can do it spirit and attitude, which is amazing. So here's my mentor. Very excited to be working with her on this. So the timeline for this project and working with my mentor and how we are going to be collaborating on this project. I reached out to her, spoke with her about the project, and asked if she would advise me and help me through this. And of course, she gave a very enthusiastic yes. So we have plans to meet again and talk this week and on a weekly basis throughout the project. So she's just, again, going to be a huge asset in this project. And I'm hoping that we can find some more resources and things like that, and she can help give her perspective just being within the college system and working with adult students and things like that. Um, so that's our plan for now, and hopefully we keep it going. So the how of this initiative, this project. Um, so to start off, I plan to have the whole team pull reports of all of our clients who do not have a high school diploma or GED. And we're going to reach out to them. We're going to call, we're going to email, um, whatever we got to do to kind of connect with the people and let them know that we're here to help them, we're here to guide them on each step. So, just letting them know we're not going to leave them alone on their own, I should say. We're not going to leave them on their own to figure out how to get through these classes and these tests. We're going to be there with them as they need us, obviously within reason during, business hours. Um, but yes, we're going to be reaching out and being very personable. So each client who is going to take GED classes, they are all first required to have a TABE test, which is the test of adult basic education. So this is in order. So the TABE test tells us where they're at, how they can, which areas they need improvement, or if the GED classes are even a good fit for them. So we are going to have um, classes, excuse me, we're going to have them take the test and make sure that they are a right fit for GED classes. We also have options of HSED classes. So those are a little bit more equivalent to a high school diploma. Sometimes we refer them to a program if, special needs pop up or if they need extra help, tutoring, things like that because they've been out of school for so long or, anything like that. But we are not going to leave them just on their own if their TABE scores are lower. So we're going to help them figure out where they can go and how they can um, grow into eventually earning um, some sort of high school equivalent diploma. So the first thing we plan to do is have a fun event. So we're going to invite everybody and get them to come in to, get some food. Their whole family can come. And at this point, we're going to, explain everything else in person. Any questions they have, we're going to have the MATC instructor there and see how we can get them signed up. All right. And then we are also going to be offering incentives to all those who take and sign up for GED classes. Excuse me, take the TABE test to start them off. So we're going to say, come in, we're going to offer gift card of some sort, come take this test, get a gift card. Sign up for GED classes, get a gift card. So we're going to help them out. We're going to make incentives so that it's a little more motivating. We're hoping that this helps bring the people. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you so much. Um, and I welcome any feedback, any, opportunities that you guys may have that I'm not aware of to help adults obtain their education. Thank you so much.